Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining me here again today on Specialized Product Inspection. Today we are going to be covering another of the, actually two more of the Verde Valley Vape flavor of juices. I covered a couple of them last week, and because of that, I'm not going to cover everything. All the things that stayed the same, such as the safety, the labels, that I'm not going to even cover because those are the same as they were last week. The only things I'm going to cover this week are the things that changed with these juices. The first one we have is the vanilla custard cream. I'm not sure if you can read that, but maybe you can. And I will be vaping it in the Crown version 1. It's the 2.5 coil, and I will be running that. Well, I'm going to start out at 60 watts. Typically I start out lower because I'm usually breaking in the coils. These I've been vaping on for several days, so I don't have to break them in. And if I go any lower than what I'm going to start this review at, then I get absolutely no flavor. It's not there at first, but then it comes in a little bit later, and it's not really all that pleasant. So I'm going to start out at 60. I'm going to start out at 60 watts. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. No, it doesn't look like it's going to. Well, trust me, it's 60 watts. I'll be starting out at that on both of these setups. So this is the vanilla custard cream in the Crown version 1 at 60 watts. And see, now even at 60 watts, I'm getting a little bit of flavor, but it's nowhere near what I would even expect at 60 watts. It's kind of weak. I'm going to say it's because of the coil or the tank. The vanilla custard cream is one of my go-tos at Verde Valley Vape, so I've vaped it many, many times, and I've never had a problem with it. But I've also never vaped it at anything. It's usually a little on the high side for whichever tank that I'm using. So what I've done is I've turned it up just a little bit. I've gone to 65 watts, and we'll see if 65 watts doesn't give a little more flavor. .65 watts would be good for someone that likes a cool, smooth vape. That was very, very smooth, and it was room temperature, or maybe even a little bit below room temperature. As weird as that sounds, since it is being vaporized, but it felt really cool, cooler than what I would have even expected it. And but the flavor is there. The flavor is as good as where I normally vape these. I've been vaping these at 70 watts, and the flavor is every bit as good at 65. It's just cooler than what I like vaping. So yeah, it's definitely, you can definitely taste the vanilla, but it's not like a harsh vanilla. Like if it was straight vanilla, it's the custard smooths it out, makes it a little bit creamy, so it's almost like a vanilla cream. And it's really rather nice at 65. Like I say, I don't normally vape it at 65, but I might be willing to go back down to 65 when I'm done with this review, just because it is that good. I think I could vape without any sore throat or sinus issues. It feels like I don't know, it's better for me. And it got all the flavor. So, all right, here's at 70, and this is where I normally vape it at. See, and it's a little bit warmer. It's got a little bit. It's getting to the point where now it is. This is tasting like this, if that makes sense. I tell people all the time, what I like when I say a good juice, when I rate a juice as a good juice, I want to vape and taste exactly what I taste if I take a drop of this and put it on my finger and touch my tongue. That's what makes a good juice. Well, at 65, it was a good flavor. I could tell what it was, and it wasn't that harsh. At 70, it is this right here, a little bit warmer. If I actually took and put it on my fingers, maybe moved it around, and then it would be that warm. And I actually think I'm going to stick with 70. I like it better. Yeah, I definitely like 70 better. I'm going to stick with that. But I'm going to go on up to 75 just to give you an idea of what you get at 75 watts. Exact same flavor as 70. Exact same. The flavor's there. Actually, it fades quick. That was strange. It was almost like it was there and then it just went away. That may be from the higher heat. Maybe it kind of burns off some of the flavor so it doesn't stick around as long. But it's definitely that vanilla cream or creamy vanilla type, maybe a vanilla candy or something along those lines. That's what I'm getting. But like I say, it doesn't stay very long. It's almost like it burned off really fast. So 75 would not be my favorite. I'm definitely going to go back down to 70 with that. But the flavor's still good. If you don't mind losing the flavor pretty quick, 75 would be just fine with these juices and with the version 1 of the Crown. Now I'm going to move that one to that side, pull this up. What we have here is peaches and cream. Peaches and cream, it's one, I'd normally, I've said it many times, when I'm vaping I stay away from the fruit flavors just because I do end up losing flavors so quickly. I end up with a vape tone. So what I've been doing is for every 2, or usually 3, every 3 flavors that I get that are baked goods, that are cakes or cookies, I've been getting 1 fruit, and that way I'm alternating and I don't ever lose the flavor completely. So this is one of them that I got for that reason. And we're going to start with this one. This is the Crown version 2. I will be starting it in the same place at 60 watts. I don't know, you probably won't be able to read this. Oh, you can read that one. At 60 watts. And let you know what I get from the Peaches and Cream by Verde Valley Vapes. It's very weak on the peach, very, very weak. I taste more cream than peach at 60. It's a little bit low even for what they recommend, but yeah, it's a cool vape, and it has a little bit of peach flavor, mostly cream, or the cream, the smooth, milky flavor. That's kind of the idea of what I'm getting right now. This is the flavor I'm getting. So now I've gone up to 65. So I've gone up 5 watts. We'll see what we get here. Oh, and by the way, on both of these, the airflow was wide open. That way it would just be a more fair review. Okay, it took 2. I was wondering, it was like I didn't taste anything on the first one at all. It took 2 pulls to actually get the flavor, and I do taste the peaches starting to come through. The cream is still kind of a vanilla type cream, is still pronounced. It's there more than the peach is, but it is vapeable. I could see some people that like a cooler vape. They could vape that all day with no problem. Now I'm going to go up to my standard, my everyday, which is 70 watts. We'll see what we get from it. Well, I already know it's going to be good because this is where I vape it at. See, now they're equal. Now there's just as much peach as there is cream. This isn't like a peach, like just the fruit peach that you would get from a roadside stand or anything. It is kind of a candy peach, an imitation peach flavor with the cream. But I do vape this flavor all day. Like I say, I use it as an alternate to my baked goods, just to keep from getting vape tongue. So now I've gone up to 75 watts, and just to try it's higher than what I normally do, but to be fair, I did it with the last one. I'll do it with this one, see what we get. I'm doing that because I got almost like a baked flavor, like a crust, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be peaches and cream, and so I'm thinking I might have got a little bit of a slight burnt from chain vaping, so it's a slight burnt taste because of the chain vaping. So I'm going to try it again. That was with no power. No, actually at 75 there is like a sort of a, not a graham cracker crust, but like the pie shell, like a pie shell crust. It's coming through. It might just be me because there's not supposed to be any type of pie shell or anything in this. It's just supposed to be peaches and cream. But what it does taste like now is sort of a peach pie, or peach. It's hard to explain. It tastes like a dessert. It tastes like if you took cream and peaches, mix it up, put it in a pie shell, baked it. That's what I'm getting now at 75, because I am getting this pie crust taste. It's not bad. It is getting a little bit warmer than what I like it, so I'm gonna turn it back down. I'm back down to 70 where I normally vape it. We're gonna keep it right there. So once again, there's Verde Valley Vapes. 2 more flavors. Those are the last 2 I have for now, unless I order from them before next week or something. Then might go a different direction, but for now, those are the 4 Verde Valley vapes that I have, and you need to go check them out. I strongly suggest, for the price, any of these small issues, negatives that I have come up with have definitely been overshadowed, if I can talk now, have been overshadowed by the pricing. The pricing is lower than anywhere I can find, really, especially for this quality of vape juice. And I think I've mentioned it before. Well, I'm sure I've mentioned it before. I don't know if I mentioned it in this video. I am vaping 0 nicotine. So the nicotine would have no effect on any of the reviews that I've done here today. And last but not least, the things I want to cover are the logistical parts of my channel. Number 1 is, if you haven't done so already, go down and hit the subscribe button. Number 2, while you're hitting the subscribe button, go ahead and hit the bell. That's a notification bell. Become part of the notification crew so you will know whenever there's new content put on the channel. Number 3, like this video. You may not like me, you may not like the juice that I talked about, but there's always something somewhere along the way. Please find something that you like about my video and hit that big thumbs up and turn it blue. Maybe it's my hat. You like the camouflage hat? Give me a thumbs up for that. And while you're doing that, then go ahead and share with your friends, your family, your enemies. Especially if you don't like the video, you don't have to send it. I'd appreciate it if you do, but you don't have to send it to your friends so that they get mad at you. Send it to your enemies. There's no reason for you to suffer all by yourself. And then last but not least, I am looking for other products, not just vaping products, to review. So anything that you have that you might think you might want me to review, go ahead and contact me. My email address is SnoWolf, SNOWOLF @bellsouth.net. You contact me there, let me know what it is. I will tell you the truth. I will let you know if it is something I'm interested in doing a review on. And it does have to be something that I am interested in. I always use the example, if you contact me and say, hey, I have this cool knitting kit that I'd like, well, I don't knit, so I would be forced to tell you, no, I don't want to waste your time or mine in reviewing a knitting kit. So definitely would be something that I'd be interested in. I love to shoot. If you watch my other videos on my other channel, which is ThomasTV by SnoWolf, if you go over there, I constantly give ideas on things that I love. I love cars, I love racing, I love motorcycles, I love shooting, whether it's guns, bows, whatever, knives, especially throwing knives, hatchets, so I can throw them, anything with a target. I enjoy those. Survival equipment, traveling, pretty much anything of that nature, and anything else that you have a question on, just contact me and I will let you know. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and close out, and hopefully next week I will have some new products. Not hopefully, next week I will have some new products of some type to review for you. And while you're here, and if you made it to the end, go ahead and leave me some comments, whatever it is. Let me know that you got this message and you stayed till the end. Let me know what you would like to see me review, and I'll try to get a hold of some people to get those reviews. Let me know if you've tried Verde Valley vapes and what you thought about their juices. But whatever it is, if you made it this far, you might as well go ahead and leave me just a couple of words, something, some words of encouragement, some words of guidance on what I might do to be better or improve my channel. Whatever it is, just go ahead and leave me some comments. I sure would appreciate it. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. SnoWolf out.